Hey everybody, Sister Fantastic here. Welcome to Palette Promenade. Today I'm going to go into the Nomad America's Parks palette. This is the 10th anniversary celebration, part of that bundle that I picked up. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, some of the, it's the same color story, but I believe that the shimmer formula was updated, if I'm not mistaken. So, but anyway, these colors look really pretty. Those greens, all those neutrally browns and purples, and oh, it just looks so awesome. These reds are calling my name today. So anyway, I want to do just an easy eye look. So I'm going to start out with a fluffy brush. This is from MOTD. And I'm just going to go right in with a neutral. I'm going to start with... This has got a lot of brown in it, but I don't think that's where I want to start. I mean, I'd like to, but I'm afraid the look would turn out purple. So I'm going to go into this, to this red. It's like an orangey red. Let's just see what happens, and we'll lay this down. I just want to do like a 3 shadow look today. Just something easy. Because you know it's summer and it's hot. And this palette right here reminds me of like going on vacation or something. You know, like if you're going to go up into a place like Mount Rushmore or the Grand Canyon, or... There's parks here in Tennessee, too. There's one near my house. Shiloh Park. Anyway, there's lots of rivers and lakes and streams and all that kind of stuff around here, as well as a part of, like, the Tennessee State Park. But this palette here represents the the national parks. So like Yellowstone. I've been to Yellowstone. Have y'all? That's a very interesting park. Lots of walking. After a while, you just want to get an ice cream cone and sit down somewhere and rest. Let's just do a little bit more. Oh my gosh, this stuff builds so easy. I mean, all you have to do is just tap into the palette and boom. So this color, like orangey red, is such a pretty color for blue eyes because it really makes blue eyes pop. And it pairs really well with like red lipstick or, you know, really pretty browns. So this is like, you know, the base, the main color that is going to shine through. Okay, I'm going to have to do a little cleanup right there. All right, let me switch brushes, and let me use this one from Lorella, and I'm still wanting to go into that plum color, but I'm not going to. I'm not going to do it. But anyway, there's plenty of shimmers in this palette. There's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 shimmers. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes. So all right, so let me just deepen things up. I went in, that first color was called I can't even read it. it's cursive writing and it's so small. Anyway, and now I'm going to go into this brown and just go a little bit deeper, like out here in this outer V. And I'm not going to put on near as much as I did with the first color. I just want to kind of deepen things up a little bit. So I'll just tap, tap, you know. So there we go. We got a little bit of a gradient there. Now there's some really pretty shimmers in this palette. Oh my gosh. Let me just swatch a couple. We've got this one here, which is like a peachy kind of orange gold color. And then we have the one right above it, which has more of a bronzy kind of a shimmer. And then we have this really yellowish gold one. And then the other one that I might be interested in is like this red over here. So I'm leaning on this one. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I like a light shimmer better than I do a dark shimmer. But that orange one right there is really pretty. I could pop that here on the outside. Oh yeah. That goes really good together. I kind of wish that there was another matte in this palette. Possibly a lighter brown, a more of a traditional transition color, because that yellow matte just doesn't do it for me. I don't like yellows, y'all know that. If a color story in a palette has 3 or 4 yellows, it's like a, I don't know, it's like a deal breaker for me sometimes. It's like I can't get past the yellows to think about, you know, the other possibilities that the palette could offer. But I'm learning that you can use a yellow, like I could have used a yellow today underneath all of this and then put that reddish orange one that I did start out with. I could have put that on top of it and it would have made it a little bit more orange. But anyway, that's basically what I want to do. I'm going to try to use something underneath the lash line, but I want to get my concealer and stuff on first. So let me take a break, put on my complexion products, and then we'll go further from there. Okay, I got my brows and complexion products on, and now I'm ready to do underneath the lash line. And I'm still drawn to this purple, and so I think I'm going to use it for underneath the lash line. And I'm just going to tap into it real easy. I'm using this little stubby brush here, and I'm hoping this will come off kind of like a plummy brown, because that's the kind of color I think that would look good here. I could go into that dark brown. Oh yeah, that's going to work. Yay! So this brings another shadow from the color story into the mix. So far we've used 4, and this will make the 5th one. So if you wanted to like create, you know, your own little color story, like to carry with you somewhere for the weekend or whatever, you know, you could pop these out and put them into your Z palette. Okay. Okay, there is that. Now, let me show you this highlighter that I used this bronzer today from Ofra, this matte one here, right there on that side. And then I topped it with one from Medusa's Makeup, which is almost like a blush. And so that's what I used. And that's why my cheeks look kind of dark. And then for the highlighter today, I'm going into this Ofra palette and I'm bouncing between this gold and this gold. And I put a little bit of highlighter on already. But I want more. We just need more. And I'm just going to put a little right here on the temple. A little on the Cupid's bow. A little on the nose. And then let me grab a smaller brush. Let me use this one from Complex Culture. And I'm going to go into the lightest gold shade. And we're going to use this as an inner quarter highlight. And maybe a little for the brow bone. Because we need a little pop here as well. Just to brighten that inner corner up. I have some darkness there just because of the natural groove of my eye socket. And it creates a shadow, and really that's what highlighter's for, is to, you know, bring out an illusion against those shadows. Okay, now just a little bit right here. Try to get a smooth application. I did my brows today with the base blue eye pencil that I received recently. It's a micro fine tip pencil with a spoolie on the end of it. And I like the color pretty good. It's I'm not used to using a micro fine tip pencil, and I have a tendency to kind of press down a little harder than I usually do. So I have to work at trying to get an even tone across the brow hairs. So anyway, I could work on it some more, but I'm ready to move on. Okay, so now what I need to do is put on some mascara. I think I'm going to skip the lashes for today, but I will come back and do lips with y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back, and I used the Sephora Size Up mascara, which builds volume and it separates, and it's a really good formula, and I really like it. So now I want to do lips, and I want to try this one from Buxom. It's a lip liner that I received in a recent Allure beauty box, and it's a really warm brown, and I want to try it out today. And it has a brush on the other end, and it's got just a really nice creaminess. And it's a matte. And it's really easy to work with. And I just applied it to my whole lip. And I'm just going to use the brush to make sure it's even. And I do like the option of having a brush. But anyway, that color is beautiful with this look. And I do like the Buxom lip products. But since it is drying down matte, I feel like I need some kind of lip gloss or a lip oil over it. And so let's see here. What have I got that I can... let me try this lip oil here from Lorella. This lip oil here. It's a really fat doe foot. You have to, like, really pull it out. I'm just gonna... dab a little on. It smells like fruit. Like strawberries or something. That's pretty. Okay, let me spray everything down. Hopefully this mascara won't run. I'm using the Set and Forget from Koki Cosmetics. So let me just cover my eyes. I do not want this mascara to smear. I didn't do any contouring today, like on my jawline or underneath my cheeks or anything. I felt like I did enough. Just that blush was a little on the dark side. And anyway, I was just trying to keep things a little bit more simple today. I started out with the idea of using 3 eyeshadows, but then I couldn't resist that extra shimmer on the lid, on the outside of the lid, and then of course the highlight. So anyway, and then of course I wanted to use that purple underneath, and I put it underneath the lash line. So, you know, you get going. See, it's smearing. That mascara is not waterproof, y'all. Just an FYI there for you. Okay, there is the palette in all its beauty. I need to come back and work with some of these like greens and blues. And maybe even put a pop of gold or yellow or something with it. And do a look like that. These colors right through here intrigue me. This whole row with that shimmer right there. You know, I mean... I just want to use this palette. I think it's beautiful. And anyway, I think Nomad did a really good job on the remake of it. The mattes, I think, are still the same formula, if I'm not mistaken. That they just revamped the shimmers. And there's quite a few shimmers in this palette. So anyway, National Parks USA. The destination is... National Parks, and then the inspiration is America the Beautiful. Really pretty palette. So I will have to come back and use that again. All right, you guys, let me know what you think about this really warm eye look with this, y'all. I have more problems with not using waterproof mascara, but anyway. I appreciate the comments, the subscriptions, all of the YouTube love. And I just want to say thank you very much. All right, hope y'all have a great Saturday, a great weekend. And thanks for watching. I appreciate y'all so much. God bless you today is my prayer. And I will see you in my next video. Bye.